son, I'm loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Look at me. Go. Check. Crunch. Yep. Crunch. Slam.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Draw play. This is Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
22's coming. 22's coming.
To throw Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
No. Me.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up the throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
That's it. Big hit.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Let's get off the field.
80 weapons. 55.
2nd and long. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mariota hands to Henry.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Here we go, G, get off the field.
Mariota. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Wide, get wide. And 58 is a mic. Go 58 to the mic. Ain't no such thing. One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Fresno. Under 10, 10. 25, check 25, check 25. Tighten up. Rush in.
Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
3 buck. 36. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
On 3rd down, Hines. Good footwork at the 30. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Let's go.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
60 Pittsburgh.
55.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run the counter. Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mariota gives to Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We own them.
Henry out of the pistol.
You ain't going nowhere.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Darius Leonard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change or quit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Mariota to throw it this time. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
On 3rd down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. They'll roll. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darius Leonard racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. They got tight left.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Bang, 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 bang. Go out. Switch it, switch it. Now. Switch it.
Get it.
On first down, it's Brooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Go on, go on.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
He'll look to throw. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Henry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Set. Blue 18. All day. All day. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike 20.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And Anderson's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready to break.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. They can't hang with us. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check out.
Yes. On the ball. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bravo. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
1st down.
Here we go. 60 or. Hey, wahoo.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Watch the whip. Check
5.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mike 50, Mike 50. He's tired of me. Perfect. Hey, 50, 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Rabbit, rabbit.
First down, Mariota. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. It doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's see what you got. Joker. Shift. Watch the shift.
This is Hines. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And some room to roam now. A big gain of 39 on third. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Brooks. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Mariota flushed out right. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Mariota now from the 50. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now Mariota. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Set, ready, 10-2, saw.
Check 55 to Mike. What's the run? They're running it. Kill.
On 1st down, Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll try the left side. Brooks looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Indianapolis, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week.